Hey y'all, welcome back to Dots and Beyond. My name is Beth. I am still experimenting in a single catch-all planner, so let's talk about it and do some planning for September. So those of you who've been here for a little bit know that this is my bullet journal for the back half of 2023. I began experimenting as soon as I set this up with having everything in one journal. I had a therapy journal, I had a work journal, I had a personal journal, and it was all getting to be just a little too much for me to keep up with. Consistency is one of my toxic traits to begin with. And so I'm still maintaining some things in here. Most of the time I'm just copying it from here to here just so that I have it. And I am starting to lean more towards this kind of setup. I'm going to continue to do my bullet journal setups through the rest of the year, but I am leaning more towards a more minimal style. We'll see what 2024 brings us. But let's go ahead and jump into September. This is going to be a little bit more of a plan with me because I have already set this up. So my monthly themes, so to speak, in this journal have been in relation to time. In my son's bullet journal setup for September, we did a mushroom theme. I'll link that in the cards above, just jumped on the bandwagon with everybody else and did a mushroom theme. So I went ahead and printed this clock with these mushrooms, got it out of Canva. Super easy. And then I have this sort of dashboard. I have done away with sort of keeping track with these symbols. I had symbols for day job, side hustle, personal, whatever. They're just too clunky. And so I've kind of let those go for a little bit. What I have done here is I have a space for each week of September where I am going to put in the big events. I'm also going to put in the big events for work. Now my work tasks, my work flow for work, I have moved out of a bullet journal and into the Microsoft ecosystem because that's what I have at work to work with. Don't particularly love the Microsoft ecosystem. It's doing what it needs to do for now. I do like the fact that I can flag an email and make it a to-do item in the to-do app. I like the fact that I can even do that with a chat in Teams. I can right click on it, I can make it a to-do item, and it pops up in my to-do app. And it's all right there, and it's what I'm working with anyway. Just when it comes to the event management that I do, I'm not loving how all that works out, but we'll see. Still experimenting with it. Wish I could show it to you. It's all very proprietary. I could rebuild some things in my personal Microsoft, I think. I don't know if it's got all of the bells and whistles that Enterprise does. We'll look at it. But so for now we have this. I have set up a little bit of a habit tracker over here. I have put journal on here because I'm following some prompts with a journal experiment that we are doing in Bujo University with bulletjournal.com, and then just stretch 7+ hours of sleep. If you watch my last video, you know sleep is a non-negotiable. Haven't been sleeping that great lately, trying to figure out why. Meditate, and then I've left room for another thing. But I just want to put in here the high-level items that I have for September that I need to get done. And one of those things that I am going to put right here is that our self-evaluations for the annual evaluation cycle at work have popped in. That's one of those things that I have to get done sometime this month, and I have a very busy month. So I just want to remind myself that I'm going to need to do that. One of the other things that I have learned in this process is that I really don't enjoy printing. I would much rather use cursive. I know printing reads better, but it is what it is. So you might see a combination of the two, print and cursive, as I go along. So for this week coming up, we have got Labor Day here in the US, which is a holiday. So on Monday, I don't have to go to work. On Wednesday, I have a ribbon cutting for a new facility that we are opening. I also run our monthly MVP program. We pop up and surprise that MVP every month. So on the 7th is that MVP surprise. And then I have a board meeting for another organization that I am a part of on the 8th. And then I have something planned for the 9th that involves Shakespeare, so I have my Shakespeare cup out. I'm not going to stick it on here because I haven't yet bought tickets, but it's something that I think I'm going to do. So I just want to be able to see what those major things are that I need. There are other meetings in here. Like I have a staff meeting and I have other things that are happening in here, but these are just the big things. And then for, week 38, on the 11th, I have therapy. Gotta get into therapy. On the 14th, I actually see my psychiatrist. I'm going to abbreviate that. And then for work, after that, I have a travel day. I got to go to another part of the state for an event the next day. And on the 15th, I have a groundbreaking. So you can see I'm starting to stack up like the events, like ribbon cutting, groundbreaking. They're just coming one after the other. And then on the 39th, the week of the 39th, on the 18th, I have a dentist appointment. On the 19th, I have a breakfast event where I work that I am in charge of planning. I also have a webinar that day after the breakfast that I want to attend, just event related webinar. And then on the 20th, we have a press conference that I am planning. And moving on to week 40, on the 25th, I have therapy again. And later in the day, I have a lady appointment at the OBGYN. On the 26th, I have a luncheon that I'm planning. And then I have a big expo that we are doing the 29th and 30th, which wouldn't normally be on my plate. That would actually be a coworker, but she's out on maternity, so I've picked that up as well. So that's just for me to see, flip back and look at what are the really big things that I need to work everything else around. And I put this here just to help me remember to put it. We're going to do another weekly. I'm terrible at these. I'm still trying to figure them out. We're going to put that there. And I'm still going back and forth between this idea of putting this sort of thing in the bullet journal or just leaving it in a digital, because I do have it all in a calendar. My iCal syncs with my Outlook, all of those sorts of things. I like to see it. I like to be able to flip back to it. Like if I'm coming back and putting in my habits, then I'm gonna eyeball this and kind of keep them forward thought in mind, is the thought process there. But I do, even writer Carol, and I've mentioned this before with the bullet journal method, when he does his monthly log now, which would look like this, and then have things out. His monthly log is an actual. He goes back in and puts actuals in for memory keeping. He's not using it for pre-planning anymore. He does use digital tools for that. So that's where I'm leaning because they're already in there. I did decide I wanted to really start leaning into a reflection each month. So here I have 5 reflection questions that we are going to fill in. And the first one of those is, where can I be more present? All right, so with where I can be more present, I have stay connected to the body. I really need to be listening to myself and what I need. Clear work boundaries. If you've been here a little bit, I got a lot going on. I have work, I have a side hustle, I have Dots and Beyond, which is a passion project. I need to set very clear boundaries on when I'm working on those things. I sort of did that in an ideal weekly spread, and I'll link to that video as well. What do I want to improve for the month? All right, so for that, I put not being reactive. I believe our entire organization really is far more reactive than we are proactive. And a lot of times you're trying to go through your workday, you've got your to-do list, and then you just start reacting to everything else that's coming at you. And then you're not getting your stuff done like you need it to get done. So that's what that thought process is. General time management. I've been struggling with it for 6 to 9 months now. Some of that I did find out with a medication that I've now come off of that was causing some brain fog and some other issues. So that's been helpful. And then reduce TV watch time. So I watch a lot of YouTube because here we are, right? I watch a lot of other creators, and then I do have some, very specific shows and things that I do love to watch. I recently went through my subscriptions and went, I'm going to cancel these 3 or 4 for a little bit and, just rely on these. And then if another show pops up, I'll wait for the whole thing to drop, and then I'll go over there and binge it, and then I'll cancel it again, playing the subscription TV watching game. And then moving on to question number 3, what fears are holding me back? Okay, so for this one specifically to Dots and Beyond, camera time. I don't show my face on camera. Maybe one day. And then too many more responsibilities. So lately, there's been some issues at work. We've had some downsizing. There's been some layoffs. I'm about at my max. If I start excelling at other things, they're going to start landing on me. And so I've kind of been holding back on some stuff. It's just the way it is. All right, what beliefs can I adopt to move forward? All right, so for this, I put asking for help because I'm not good at it. I'm pretty terrible at it, actually. And then active recovery from flow. So flow being that state of being that you get into when you are fully focused on a task, a project, painting. You know, artists are very good at getting into flow, but we need recovery time from flow. So if you Google or even put in the YouTube search bar active recovery from flow, you'll see a lot of different things that pop up. What is not active recovery from flow? Sitting down and watching television. What is active recovery from flow? Meditating, a nap, a hike, a workout. Those sorts of things are active recovery from flow, and I want to research that a little bit more. There's a lot in there about stacking recovery on weekends or several days and doing all of the recovery things. It feels like a mini vacation. I just want to explore that a little bit more and see if that's a belief system that I need to adopt into my workflow. And then, why is it a must to transform me? Now, I mean, the obvious one for this for me is overall well-being. This is a little bit more of a personal question that I need to research and think about before answering any more of those bullet points. That's just a little bit of a reflection to help keep me mindful of how stretched thin I am. Where can I put energy? Where do I need to conserve energy? Over here, I have written the voices. This is the voices in my head. This is for me to do a brain dump. I'm not going to subject you to that because it's going to be gnarly and messy. It's so gnarly and messy. It's here for me to do, and that's just because I am so far behind on some of the events that I need to get ready for in September. Alright, so here I've set up yet another weekly. There is a video on this where I set one of these up before just to, you know, see what it was like to set one up in my bullet journal, trying to see if I wanted to go into a pre-printed planner at some point, and I'm still playing with this. I've even made myself some little icon stickers because I'm not a big sticker person. I'll make my own stickers and that sort of thing that are very specific to a theme in a bullet journal or whatnot. If I'm not feeling drawing it, I'll make stickers. But as far as everyday use kind of stickers, I was like, will I want icon stickers? What do I think about that? So I have a few of those here. I printed more of that. These are the ones that I think I'm going to use in this setup. Or just experimenting. Would I continue to make my own? I don't know. If I decide I like them, would I buy them from somebody else? I don't know. So I have got this week set up and ready to go. The first thing I'm going to do is drop in my main daily non-negotiable, of course, which is work. So Monday is a holiday. I'm going to use this Tombow 992 just because it goes with this color vibe, and we're gonna mark off when my work hours are. It's funny because when you do that, it looks like work is not that much of your week, right? But when we're in work, we feel like it's taking up our entire week. But it's just the way it is. Okay, a couple of things I'm going to put on here. I am going to mark in something there. And I don't know how I feel about the color either at this point. We're just figuring it out. Okay, so here on Tuesday, this is my work from home day. Okay, so there's some of those things that I had put in here that I have now blocked into here. This ribbon cutting actually takes place at 1 p.m., but I'll be setting up at 11, so I've kind of blocked that off. Again, you know, maybe I need to get big event stickers that just stick down on days that I have events. Yeah, I haven't figured that out yet. So, and then here is the end of the work day. I think I'm going to put in my HelloFresh meals for the week, or try to get those put in for the week and see where I want to put those. So dinner typically takes place around 6:30. So I am going to block in. All right, so there is dinner Monday through Friday. Got other things going on the weekend. So let me also, my HelloFresh delivery is delayed by a day due to the holiday. I made myself little HelloFresh stickers. That is going to come sometime on Wednesday instead of Tuesday. I have HelloFresh scheduled on Tuesday because it is my work from home day. So, and it normally does come early in the morning while my son is still at work. So now we got to figure out who's going to be home to get the HelloFresh, because obviously I have a large event and I can't be there. And here in Arkansas, we're supposed to be back up in triple digits next week, and I just don't like the box sitting around outside too much. All right, so while we're on the stickers, let me go ahead and get in some weather stickers. So you can see I've made some weather stickers. Tomorrow is not supposed to be a very lovely day. Tuesday is partly cloudy, maybe some storms, maybe not some storms. This is the problem with weather stickers in Arkansas. I mean, honestly, most of the time the weather is confused. It doesn't know what it wants to be. We'll be hot and sunny for a quarter of a day, stormy for half a day, foggy for the other quarter of the day. I mean, it is just, you never know what's going to happen. So I'm only going to put weather stickers through Wednesday. I'm not taking it any more than that. And Wednesday, the predominant of the crazy changing weather is supposed to be sunny. So that's what we're going to do. It's probably not going to be sunny all day. That's just, there are also storms predicted that day, but it's a 30% chance. So we're going to go with the sunshiny one and hope that it sticks around long enough. And the other thing that is on Wednesday is the last quarter moon. So these are my little moon stickers. They're just circles, nothing fancy. I'm gonna stick that up there. You can tell I'm still figuring this out, y'all. You can tell. I am going to draw a line, I think. That line is across some of the stickers, so it may not show up real well or stay real well. Okay, what else do I need to put on here? I have a to-do list of things that I want to do on Monday since it is a holiday. To do that, I'm going to use these Zig markers and just stick in a few of those things. These are not date sensitive or time sensitive. I'm just putting a to-do list on the holiday just because I'm home. I don't have any other plans. Not going anywhere, not doing anything. So just want to get some stuff done. Okay, there's some other things I want to get done, but I'm not going to put them all in here at the moment. Some of them are content related. You'll see those later. I am trying to go to 2 videos a week. I don't know if in the month of September I'll be able to maintain that, just because I have more events in a single month than I would normally have. I don't normally have a major event every week. It's maybe 2 a month, but we do this time around. So I do want, that's Thursday. I do want a video to go up on Wednesday, and I do want a video to go up on Sunday. Again, this icon is not time sensitive. Those videos are not going to be scheduled at 6 a.m. unless I change my mind and decide. That just indicates for me that that's going to be a video day. Okay, other icons that I have over here. Sunday is also one of those days that I just kind of do a to-do list for myself. So we are going to do laundry. I have a laundry sticker. I'm not going to use it. I'll fill this out with other things that I want to get done on Sunday. And then Saturday. I want to do a significant amount of Dots and Beyond on Saturday. I will probably not be up before 8:30 on a Saturday. Let's just say 8:30 to noon. Dots and Beyond. I'm also going to schedule in some Dots and Beyond time in here. I don't know what that's going to look like yet. And then one of the other things I haven't put anything is over here. And the 2 things that I want to put over there are what I'm watching on television. And I know I just said I want to reduce my television time, but just in case I decide to turn something on, I want to know what's there. And what recurring bills are coming in that week. I don't even need to know the amount. I just kind of want to be a little more present when it comes to when those recurring bill expenses are coming through. I used to keep a bill tracker. I do keep a budget, but sometimes just, knowing what's going to come in that week so you don't get surprised. And the other thing that I need to do is indicate which ones are personal and which ones are work. So for personal, I have my State Farm insurance, and I have Amazon Prime, and I have AMC, which is like AMC Stubs, a member for AMC Theaters, because I've started going back to the movies. And then for work, or those things that I have started using for Dots and Beyond, or for my side hustle, or even for my main job, are things that I can start deducting from taxes. So we have Notion, because I am keeping my workflow for Dots and Beyond as well as the workflow for my side hustle in Notion. Canva. I use Canva for every facet of my life, every job, the side hustle, Dots and Beyond. I use it for everything. MailChimp, that's for the side hustle. Epidemic Sound is where I source my music for my videos. And I think that's it. And then I want to stick down here what I might be watching. And we'll stick one of these little icons on it. And I can note anything that I am watching there. All right, this little icon is the Walmart symbol. I do like to do Walmart delivery whenever I can, because I hate grocery shopping. I hate going to the store. We don't get a whole lot in our Walmart delivery since we switched to HelloFresh. There's some things that we still need to get, just some basics. You still need to have your butter, your oil, sugar, flour, those sorts of things. We'll tend to pick up snacks. I tend to pick up things for breakfast or breakfast prep, so like eggs, and then cat supplies, so litter, cat food, all of that is in my Walmart delivery, and we typically get those done on Mondays, even on a holiday. I can't live without those things. So, and then we will look at over here, and I'm gonna get out a star icon, so probably from here to here. I am going out. One of our local theaters is doing The Complete Works of Shakespeare Abridged, which if you've never seen that play is hysterical. And I don't know who I'm going with yet because everybody's got plans. So I might be going by myself. So I might be taking myself to dinner and I might be taking myself to Shakespeare. It's a busy weekend for everybody this weekend. Even my son Kenny's got plans. So, I might just be doing a thing. But we are just going to write Shakespeare. And if you watched my last video on setting up your ideal week, you would have noticed that most of my social time I either put on Wednesday or Friday. I put it on Wednesday because Kenny's got a group of friends he always goes out with on Wednesday, so it makes no sense for me to just make a meal for myself or whatever. And so Wednesday was a good night, and Friday. And this is one of those instances where you've got to go, okay, well, I have or I'm going to get tickets for this thing on a Saturday. So those social things in your ideal week can move. And that's where I'm talking about that flexibility in your ideal week and making room for those things that come up and where they land, and that you're not tied to that ideal week like it is. It's a master plan, but you can definitely move things around. So here's kind of what I have going on this week. So I need to look through here, plug in some more spots for Dots and Beyond in order to get this video live. Probably do some work after I do these other things on Monday. I do want to make sure that I'm taking care of my home, taking care of myself before I jump into work. And then we've got work through the week. I've got my dinners, and I've got room to stick in some memory keeping as well as other things that come up through the course of the week. So that is my plan with me for September. So here we have my dashboard. I've had all kinds of dashboards. My August dashboard I did not use at all. Not once. Like I put one thing in. Otherwise I did not use it. I have been journaling. The goal here is to get me more consistent in one journal or the other. Either this one or this one, as well as consistent in the new digital tools that I'm using at work, which is a struggle, but we're getting there. Dashboard. Oops. My reflection for the month going into September. Again, this will be my brain dump page, just like the voices in my head. It ties in with my bipolar disorder. And then my first week. And then I will start journaling on Monday, which is tomorrow, and set this up and have this ready to go even on the holiday day. So if you have any questions, always leave them in the comments below. If you have any great ideas that I can incorporate, I am totally open to having those ideas as well. If you like this video, y'all know what to do. Go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. It would really help me out, and I will catch you in the next one.